St. Michael's Catholic Church in Motley, Minnesota is undertaking a building addition project to better serve the needs of our current and future parishioners. Even in smaller communities, Catholic church buildings serve an incredibly important role and purpose. They bring believers together to worship, to pray. They remind us of the importance and the significance of our faith and what we profess to.
The first two churches in Motley were built in 1888, and my great-grandfather that came from France, and he was the first trustee in 1900. And my grandfather was a trustee, and my uncle was a trustee, and then I got to be the fourth generation of trustee in this church.
A lot of the building of the church was farmers taking their time to come in to frame stuff up, bringing in rocks from their fields, and helping make the church as we know it today.
But I can remember helping Dad as a little kid. We were out in the field picking rock and brought rock into here so the farmers could come in and help work on the church.
And in fact, as you go through some of the history of who donated and what they donated to the church, there's a lot of names that even today are still significant parts of the St. Michael's Catholic community.
To hear the story of how people in the community built this, that says a lot for the community, I think, and for all of us.
My wife and I was married in this church, so in '63.
But my kids have said, that's our church. We want to get married in that church, in St. Michael's. That's where we belong.
So this edition, I think, does a fantastic job of not only meeting practical needs, but we're also doing it in a way that it's a beautiful addition to the building that's here.
We're going to extend it out so that what you see out there now will actually be on the inside.
To see that cross still be on display and to see the stonework still exposed will provide that natural connection from one room into the next. As you go into the entryway, you say, well, I'm still entering into my church, our church that we've had growing up.
We're going to have more of a gathering area.
It's a nice transition space for us, just both emotionally, psychologically, and for all of us as faithful people who are journeying in.
We'll be able to do a fantastic stained glass window of St. Michael the Archangel over the front of the entrance. At the end of the day, there are practical things that need to be addressed. The handicap accessibility, the additional space.
We'll have a handicap bathroom on the lower level. We're just going with a wheelchair lift to get in up to all three layers of the stories of the church. Everything is going to work out so much better for the handicap and more room.
Just the fact that the handicap accessibility will now be indoors for the building, you think of how many people will immediately feel the benefit of that.
The fact that this is going to help us with funerals. It's going to be that much easier to get caskets in and out of the church.
We know that with different events that we'll be hosting, like wakes or getting ready for weddings, that people are going to enjoy that space. So us adding on a gathering space is perfect for what our needs are.
There's just so many little things, little details that's going to make it so much nicer.
The aesthetic itself speaks to their heart and calls them to, there's something greater than myself that I want to encounter here in this place.
And I think it's something that generations to come will be able to appreciate and make use of.
And if we believe in something, if we believe in the mission of Jesus Christ and that He gave us the church to be able to hand on the faith, then we really should put our support behind it and ask the Lord, what do you want me to do to be able to help this be successful for the sake of not only what I will benefit from personally, but also what other generations will benefit as well.
As the old saying goes, we can't do this without you. Take some time in prayer and ask God how He wants you to help support the St. Michael's building project. Maybe you're being called to a financial donation. Financial donations can easily be completed on the Mary's ACC website, marysacc.org/give. Then select St. Michael's under the Parish drop-down menu. When asked what fund to donate to at St. Michael's, choose the Building Capital campaign. You can choose to make a one-time donation, or perhaps you're called to set up a monthly donation to this building project. If you would rather mail a donation, you can do so to Mary's ACC, Attention St. Michael's Building Capital Campaign, 514 1st Street Southeast, Wadena, Minnesota, 56482. Or you can drop a donation in the offering plate next time you're at Mass. Just be sure to use the appropriate donation envelope or make out the check to the St. Michael's Building Capital Campaign. Maybe God is calling you to support the St. Michael's Building Project in other ways, such as volunteering your time or your talents to a fundraising event, spending time reaching out to others who may be able to donate to this building project, and certainly praying for the members of the St. Michael's Building Committee who have worked so hard and put in considerable amounts of time and effort to help bring this project to fruition. Whatever you're being called to, please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have questions.